Episode 2, Turnabout Corner. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Oh, Phoenix? His daughter? Who the heck is that? Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops... Wait, who shot who? You die. Oh. It's June now. Hey guys, it's Velvet. Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. I'll come to Phoenix's place. Here being the legendary Wright and Co. law offices. Okay, why is the fork lifting up spaghetti by itself? All right. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. Ah, this must be his daughter, right? You must be here for the interview. Right this way. Huh? Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess... defending? Defending? Unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me. Defend! Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson. A professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Girl, what you think I'm trying to join some type of circus troupe? Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend. No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright and Co. law offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again? What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh, what does it say? Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm True C. Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. Trial, that girl. Yeah, she gave us the apparently faked piece of evidence. Why would he call you and tell you to come here, then you come here and he's given the company to his daughter? Oh my gosh, Phoenix. Trucy Wright. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Oh, look at the little menu. Oh. Okay, let's talk. Wright Talent Agency. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago, when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
2 people? Does that include you?
Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I am a professional, you know.
Right.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, Phoenix Extraordinaire.
Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic.
Well, at least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. Wait, I got a question. Where's Maya? And, don't say it. Pearl, where are they? What are they doing right now? So you're Phoenix Wright's daughter?
That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his
What?
Child calling themselves their parents? Okay. No.
I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree?
15? How old is Mr. Wright?
Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year.
I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. So then she must be adopted then. Phoenix Wright. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it?
You know about that?
Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal.
So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
Daddy, right. That reminds me, about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in.
Well, Daddy's not here right now.
Well, I can see that, Trucy, thank you. Huh? So that was Phoenix that was standing in front of a... He's in the hospital. The hospital?
Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better.
What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit.
Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close.
Right, well, I'll be going now. And I'll, give this showbiz gig some thought, okay?
Wait, I'll go with you.
As you should, you're his daughter. Why do you have so many CDs and DVDs and all kinds of things in your room, sir? Oh, is that Samurai? Turnabout Samurai?
So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital.
I'm looking for you! The third game, I think.
Visitors, are ya?
Yeah. Are you the doctor?
Yup. Dr. Hickfield's the name. Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever. All right, creep.
Is this Daddy's room?
Oh, yeah. Cindy's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined?
Electric chair.
Oh, Phoenix. Well, you look okay. Had me thinking you was on your deathbed or something. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't the daddy, you're the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. He was more than just odd. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. Yeah, man, what happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. So you were ran over by, what is it, a car? A hit and... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. Ooh. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. Okay, about Trucy. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Ha ha, my foot. I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius.
Oh, Daddy.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. Alright, Wright Talent Agency. So why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this.
Uh-huh. But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office. Big! I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? The talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital.
That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent? And the groceries?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again.
No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us! Polly!
Huh? What? Now it's my fault? How did I automatically get a nickname? So Phoenix got Nick and Apollo is Polly? Alright. On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up.
A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? All right. I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker.
Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. All right, our client.
All right, so who's the client?
Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Okay, last night I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indokine? Oh my gosh. Pasta joint. Al dente's, ha ha ha. I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying. Nicked a telephone pole. and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. Okay. So you're the client. You want me to find this mystery car that hit you. You don't know what the car looked like. You don't know what the make and model is. You don't know what color it was. Okay, Phoenix. So good luck. Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Again! Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh?
Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny.
Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now.
The office? You mean the talent agency?
No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Okay. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find.
So he's going to make me investigate this after all.
Maybe he thinks they're connected. Which they probably are. Map added to the court record. Okay. Alright, let's head back. See who's there. Hey, hey, hey! How long you plan on making me wait, eh?
Ah, good morning.
It's the noodle hair for me. Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh?
All's well that ends well, I guess.
This is our client? Hey, so this is that Paulo fellow, eh?
Oh, yes? The name's Apollo.
Look at him there, arms all crossed like, ready to fight? Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Wait a minute now. Phoenix didn't tell me nothing. He just told me you was gonna be here. What do you mean?
But don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it.
Defense? Your noodle have cooked? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. Keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Is that the thing that was on wheels? Noodle?
You know Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly?
No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You new in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's noodles.
Whose noodles?
My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll.
This is Mr. Guy Eldoon, our client.
Guy Eldoon?
Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon?
Okay. Anything for you, Trucy doll.
So, you run a noodle stand, Mr.
Eldoon. Eldoon's the name. And noodles are my game. Secrets in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half.
Oh, that's not that long, really.
My family's been noodle men for generations.
Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. Fool that I was, I pushed it away. Rebelled against my pops, picked another livelihood. That didn't turn out so well. Oh. There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. So, it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. In the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldun's noodles. Okay. So tell me more about Eldun's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty. Why, they're saltier than salt.
Now I really don't want to find it.
Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
Okay, and what is Phoenix's blood pressure like?
He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days, too. Him and his assistant. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Eh? Heck, I wish I could. Give anything for a bowl about now.
What do you mean? Did you already forget? His truck was stolen?
It was stolen. My stand. Gone. Stolen?
Alright.
It was last night. I was doing my rounds. Blowing my whistle.
Was it necessary for you to demonstrate that to us?
It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Now you're just trying to butter me up.
That sounded more like the blues than a whistle.
I closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was oh, that was you then! It was gone! My keep! My castle! Oh! Maybe some bum carted it off? I'm just guessing here. Oh, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You know it. Anyhows, that's the deal. Good luck. Good, huh? Wait, what exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. The day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. Then I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. Okay, that's his house right there. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay?
Clearly this map is going to be very important.
Get it back today if you can, Paulo. Got noodles to make. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bazaar. Traffic accidents. And noodle stand thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Huh? I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery? Well, oh my god. Girl, what? Someone stole a pair of my panties. Panties?
Please don't tell me this has something to do with the case too.
So they were,
stolen your,
My panties, yes.
right. Panties. It's a crying shame, that is, Trucy doll.
I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them. My favorite panties.
This attorney is so unserious.
I ran after him. Give those back! I shouted. Wait!
Well, that was certainly brave of you.
But I lost them. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do.
Darn crying shame. Yup.
Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map.
I gotta look into who hit Phoenix. I gotta look into who stole Guy Eldune's cart. I gotta look into Trucy's stolen panties. Okay. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Apollo.
Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases.
I guess.
Let's see where we stand.
Not in a courtroom, that's where.
Let's go, Polly. To the streets.
Aren't you enthusiastic?
How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me.
I guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Okay, we have a lot of places. Let's go to the accident scene, I guess. Dang! Kitaki.
So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car? According to the map, this is the place.
What a huge mansion.
Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there. Let's question her.
Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there, too. Okay.
Excuse me, can we have a few words with you?
You want something? Whoa, that husky... Oh, it's husky? Why am I suddenly sweating? Oh, wait a minute, wait.
That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money.
Oh, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl.
Eh?
You, kid with the hair, you want something?
Me? No, nothing. But... Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something?
But the Kitaki family... They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town, huh? Oh. If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Right. Yay! Way to whip him into shape, man.
Does she know no fear? I'm Plum. Plum Kitaki, wife of the 4th head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I'm little Apollo Justice, attorney at law.
If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Okay, I guess we'll start with talking to her, the Kitakis.
Little Plum, that's a really cute name for someone so...
Yes?
Whoa! What is it, Apollo?
How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy?
Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters.
Gangsters? Oh, that means you're the bad guys.
Trucy, through me, please. I'm begging you here. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. It takes a lot of hard work to protect the family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump?
Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. Okay, last night's accident.
So there was supposedly a car accident here last night.
Last night.
Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait,
Yes?
you're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away?
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our couples thought he'd make a great point man.
Couple? Point man?
Could you avoid using too much industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess this morning. Ugh.
Cleaning up this paint?
Okay, splattered paint.
Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue?
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. Then turned the corner and sped away. So, there should be tracks that will lead exactly to where that car is. Right? We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me.
But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you?
Please, go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image.
Yes.
But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see?
How noble of him.
I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with.
Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can.
And that's all we got. Okay.
Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know?
There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. I guess we'll see her later.
People Park. Huh. Kind of an odd name for such an empty place. I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the gate post.
Huh? Oh yeah. It says donated by Big Winds Kitaki.
You mean the Kitaki family built this park? It's so nice of them to give to the community like that.
Let's not get too friendly with them, shall we? Gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. It's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out.
A detective's life sure is a hard one.
I'm an attorney, actual. Huh?
Huh? 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them.
These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital.
Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car?
It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone.
Wait, you don't think...
I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright.
Wow, and he took off its mirror?
I never knew Daddy was so strong.
I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though.
Which do you want to take? Let's take the mirror, because then we can look for... Uh-oh. Something wrong? Detective Sky. This whole time I wasn't reading this because I thought it wasn't important. I know you are! You're the girl from the extra thing that they added in the OG trilogy!
Why is she wearing a lab coat?
You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are... Curiosity Seekers, man. They claim to be lawyers.
Why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours.
Want a dose of experimental hydroxylunodoscitrase?
Come in? What's a hydroxy stuff?
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy.
Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would.
Yes, ma'am.
How are we going to get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street?
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street?
Oh, yeah. It's quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago... Huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too.
You're kidding.
What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gates, even our house.
And did something happen at your house, too?
A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it?
Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, what happened at your house?
Bloomers. Last night. I got a bad feeling about this. Me. Oh! Somebody took her underwear too. Me, Little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatching.
What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen?
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hard one. It wasn't you, was it?
No, of course not. Mercy!
I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kitaki's panties having much in common. I just imagine Mrs. Kitaki's panties.
I know. We'll find your bloomers too.
Great. Show me what you're made of. What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy?
Oh, hello again. That girl from before.
Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
Hello, Mother.
She's a Kitaki too?
Miss. Here, our flyer. The Wright Anything Agency?
Anything? Oh, I just noticed anything is up there now.
Yeah. Do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye.
Why did you give her our flyer?
I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help.
She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Hmm? Yeah, she did look a little troubled. All right. I guess we'll go to the scene of the stand theft. Goodness gracious. So, what's this place?
This would be Mr.
That his house?
Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from.
He's living like this?
I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already, that bowl. Hey! Look, there's a police car parked over there.
You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital? Look at the sign. Hold on, I'm covering it. Bargain. 3 shots for the price of 1.
There's a sign, Merrick's Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went.
The thief?
The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night.
So then do the slippers come from here?
I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate.
Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Okay.
So your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was it?
Aye, passed down from father to son. That stand seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say. I've had high blood pressure, those two, that's what I'm saying.
So your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was stolen.
Oh, it wasn't just a stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand. I lost a legend.
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Alright, stolen stand. Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. Happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m., I reckon.
Guess he's not aiming for the late night market.
Washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then I went inside.
When did you notice it had been stolen?
Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? Washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being.
They took everything?
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look, there on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. And the garage.
That's it! That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to.
It's crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties. The garage. Right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you? I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here? Doctor, Are you talking about him? It would track, I'm not gonna lie. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're taxi evaders. Oh, sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Did something happen? Huh? Oh, no. Nothing to see here. Move along. We'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info on this Maractus clinic. You could ask Mr. Eldoon. He is their neighbor after all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Alright, we'll do that. Let's go back to... Oh boy. Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet. If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning. Police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor. Ugh. Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. Just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Okay. Oh man. To the garage. There's the car. This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues? Like, okay, we get it. Oh. Are you two going to continue the tradition of whether it's a what is it, a step ladder or... Look, it's a folding ladder. Yes! This is the type of content I want to see in Ace Attorney. Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on. Step ladder? How's that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Oh, I love it. There's a cell phone. Okay. All right. Yes, it's missing a mirror. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, hold on. Wait. Look here first. Hey, look at that. The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You're not giving a clue for me, are you, Paul? We got it.
Take that!
My clue was this. Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match. Well, looks like we just solved the case. So the car that hit Daddy last night is sitting right in front of us. Okay, cool. Now let's grab this. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Okay. And now this. That reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Wow! I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey, there's something in there. What? Wait a second.
Are these your... Ah! My panties! What? Already? Wow, thank you, Apollo. You were genius. Amazing. No, really. Don't mention it. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. What are those? My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. You're going to put them on now? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! Whoa! Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your panties? My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. Tell me this don't sound like a plot to an anime show. If it doesn't already exist. The panties are a prop, wow. Alright. Well, that's one case closed, at least. What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Oh, right. Apollo! Huh? What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. This is hardly a case worth reporting. Yo, how goes it? Daddy, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy. Not bad. It's good to have you youngins on the case. Let's old Daddy-o get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need their rest. Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent. Capable. Tell me what you found out. If you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Alright. Progress report. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early. Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole them. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently, it was a doctor from the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened? What is this Maractus Clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. A bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime. The Kentucky family? The Kitaki family? He did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. And then People Park was a shooting. It looks like something had happened in that park. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern, in any case. Right! Let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid. Right, I just solved 2 cases. We solved the case of your accident and, found a missing article of clothing. My panties! That leaves the noodle stand. Eh?
Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Right, back to the office to plan our next move. Okay. Figure out where we go from here. Oh, there she is. You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it! Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. I have a request. Alright. Your request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your... I'm getting so tired of hearing that word. No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé. I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. It wouldn't happen to be the murder in the park now, would it? Have you heard about what happened at the park? We'll go in order. So what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization? No, not yet. Oh, so you're marrying into the organization, though. You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. Right. But the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something, Mrs. Kitaki. I like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. Okay, murder in the park. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park, near the Kitaki Mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol. I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct? His name's Waki. Waki Kitaki? I bought a photo. Oh my goodness, he looks like a cosplay of a Gajika Wright. Well, that's quite the photo. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Please help my Waki. You just ignored her. Please help my Waki, please. Right. My first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Okay. Now we can get into the park. Alright. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Ah, it's you kids again. Look, can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing. We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... Huh? Hit request? Miss Tiala must have used the Kitaki stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Mr. Gavin? Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. But this is the first time I've felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? Oh, Fraulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help?
Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We'll even have a letter of request.
You must be exhausted standing out here. I'll take you to the scene of the crime.
Oh, really?
By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Ooh. So his name is Gavin, too? Are they related? Oh, there's the cart. On that note, enjoy your investigation.
Thank you. Will we see you again?
As for the wind, Fraulein, I'll be riding on it. Who was that? That is not a corpse. I need you to be serious. It's a mannequin. Oh, is this Sky? Why don't I ask exactly what it is you're doing here?
Oh, it's you.
How did you kids get in here?
Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
Him again. That glamorous fop. Always getting in my way.
Anyway, the scene is off limits.
Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass?
I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alida Tiara.
Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out. So what's up with the mannequin there?
It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found.
The body was pulling the stand?
So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Sky. I'm in charge of this crime scene. She doesn't seem that happy about it.
She doesn't seem that happy about many things.
I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs. Just in case.
All right.
Detective Sky? Quiet, please. Snack time. Girl, get out of my hair with that!
Oh my. 3 pages worth, Ace Attorney?
We're not making much progress here.
She must not be very busy.
I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years, and they won't give me the position I requested. I hear he gave up the defense attorney life.
Now you talk about Phoenix. Ah, you're back. Run into some problems?
Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Oh, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem?
No problem. Actually, I got a defense request.
Defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
The request was for me!
Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose. I know it. Okay. So, what about this defense request?
It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Elder's noodle stand at the scene of the crime.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon.
I think the murder weapon was something else.
You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was?
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me.
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait! Maybe you know that other guy, too.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorcycle.
Prince? Ah, old dude. Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Truces. Indulge a concerned father.
He was at the crime scene.
He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother.
His brother?
We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate.
Clavier.
Or Clavier.
What a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park?
Yeah, the detective woman won't let us.
Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective.
White powder? I hope it's not what I think it is.
Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. All right, to the office. That was the thing you had to use to find fingerprints, I think it was. All right, let's go back to Sky. Does this ring any bells?
Ah, is that? It could... Where'd you get that?
I brought it from the office.
You work at the Wright and Co. law offices, yes?
Yeah, sort of.
Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can.
Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints, I was right.
Fingerprints?
I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know.
We'll dust for prints.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. So we bringing this mechanic back then, or what? Let's try and talk to you one more again.
The report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now.
Except it was a real body. But why? Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death?
A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. A pistol?
Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Maractus. I just received the autopsy report. In fact, was this the doctor?
I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from.
A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand's owner is... Oh. Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself.
He's famous in this part of town.
Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Okay.
What sort of person was the victim anyway?
You mean, what did he do? He's the doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. Who? Me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Ooh, were you studying abroad?
Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs. Just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe?
Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left, but Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them.
Really? I had no idea.
If she's been out of the country for a while, she probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of affairs. Okay, the defendant. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes?
Waki Kitaki.
I don't know if he is the boss's son. Certainly throwing his weight around. Violently. In the detention center.
I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his, by any chance? Actually, yes I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. Eh? The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What?
Alright, more about the victim. Could you tell us a bit more about the victim?
Well, let's see.
Apparently, he's a physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic.
Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there?
What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me! There's got to be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Oh, there's... Speaking of Little Plum, there's her underwear. Why was this in the trash? If the son was at the scene of the crime, did the son steal his mama's panties? Right, they belong to Little Plum. We got it. Okay, what is this here? A knife? It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise.
Ooh, lingo.
The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is the son of a known gangster. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Okay. We're bringing this back. Okay. Gonna cover the entire area. We're making sure. And blow. That it? Oh, put some up here. Is, are we missing something? There we go.
Good. Clear. Quite impressive. Next, to match the prints. The police office has samples, so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea of whose knife this is already.
Okay.
So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm Demi.
Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. Chin up, Polly.
The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Okay. I'm sorry. Meeting hours for today are all done.
But we still have 3 minutes.
I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in a private room with me.
The father? You mean like a priest?
I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winifred Big Wins Kitaki himself.
That's someone I care to meet.
Die, you! You're the one on your way out, old! Ah, they're here. Oh! We love Gap Moe with that cute apron around his neck.
Oh, this guy radiates power. Power
With a cute apron? Milwaukee's lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki. 4th head of the Kitaki family. Capiche?
Actually, I came to speak to your son.
Mr. Justice.
Yes?
My son's innocent. Killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes! I'm all about capising. Capice loud and clear.
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good.
What's the big idea, old man?
You can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now.
You know I wanted to go to the clinic. I like it here. You must be Walkie. A G's not a G till he does hard time.
Bezoy? Oh my gosh. You'll see. When I get out of here, things will change. Silence! He shut you up real quick. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy.
Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that.
You can't take me under your wing this time, old man.
You hear me? I'm in no trial. I'm dead.
I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow.
So much for talking to our client. But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties.
So sick of hearing that word?
I had fun, at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial?
Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight, I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
Well, to be continued.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Apollo Justice is Attorney. If you did, be sure to leave a like. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to keep up more with the stuff that I do, you can hit that subscribe button. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.